All right, so today we're gonna be shooting my almost completed 22 carbine with the help from the folks at Tandemkross. So if you've been interested in shooting 22 and not just out of a handgun, this might be for you. I haven't seen many people running carbines for 22, and I think this will be a good one for you guys to check out. All right, so we have my 22 carbine build. It's primarily Tandemkross and also Brownells. So the upper is the BRN 22LR, and then everything else is from Tandemkross. So this is a pretty sweet build. I take that back. This is the Strike Industry brace. So we've got a little folder here from Strike Industries, like that. We've got the Gideon Optics Mediator 2. Really cool, nice mailbox style optic. This actually can go on pistols if you get the adapter for it to fit on your pistol. So if you are someone that wants a big chunky optic for your pistol, you can do that. All right, so as we go down, let's be useful of our time. 22 in general, very affordable round, very popular round. Why would you get a carbine? Well, I mentioned affordability. I also mentioned that you get a lot for your money. So let's see. So that's from 20-ish yards and not zeroed. I literally just put the optic on it from Gideon. So we got to make some adjustments there and get it closer to the bullseye. But a 22 carbine, if you want to get comfortable with carbine or rifle mechanics, moving and shooting, getting things under those contact points, a 22 makes it very affordable. So if you want to do rifle work but not pay for rifle rounds, it's a good option. I will say it's a viable option, and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like here in a little bit once I get this zeroed. We're going to make our adjustment. We've got the Wheeler Space Saver. This thing, super useful. I have two of these, one for me, one for my wife. Bring one with me to the range, keep one at home. Has a bunch of bits and stuff. We're gonna make a small adjustment on the dot. Safe, eject. All right, let's go check that out. So you see, we came down. And again, I'm freehanding this, right? So much better. That'll work for today's video. I'm not looking for, stacking accuracy. I will, at the end of this video, bench rest it, dial it in, but this is a carbine. So I'm not looking for long distance precision. I'm looking for good enough precision on the move. So as we load up more rounds, I want to highlight this magazine. This is from Tandemkross. This is called the Double Cross. So it's basically a rotary style or drum style magazine where you have 10 and 10. So you can have 20. By comparison, when you look at size, this Ruger BX15, this thing holds 15. So from a form factor perspective, this is much smaller, more compact, but you have the rotary. You can see we've got sort of a rifle style setup here, and you can eject it easily because it's bigger in hand, right? Then we've got this one, much smaller, more compact. If you were to be doing some shooting, maybe on a tree stand, in a berm, somewhere where you want less stuff in the way, this might be ideal. You just have to have a grip on it when you eject it, and ejecting is a little bit harder because you have less to grab. You could also, because of this lower, and we'll talk about the lower in a second, you can also just pull this and eject it. But when you're empty, all you do is rotate. You don't have to flip it. So run it this way, rotate it, and you're good to go. Pretty cool setup. Tandemkross creates this. I think it's an awesome idea. Plus the clear is cool, so you can see how many rounds you have left, and really, really neat. So if you take nothing away and you already have a 1022, I would recommend checking out the double cross. Carries more than your standard mags, and it's more compact. Alrighty, so we're gonna do the double cross now. So load it up, chamber it, and let's boogie. Let's talk about movement, right? So if you wanted to do some rifle movement on a budget, this is what that would be. Again, I've got the same mechanics, and I just want to go up, want to move, up, malfunction, clear it, move again, malfunction, clear it. Let's, got one round left. Let's do that. Well, this ammo is not fun. Tell you what, guys. Okay, so we're out on this one. So let's run the Ruger mag. So we go. We can do it. We certainly can do it. We can do it on a budget, and we're getting the reps in, right? This is similar to a lot of my other rifles. I run shorter rifles with folding adapters and braces. So this is similar to what I use. Certainly with this rail, you could attach some sort of angled foregrip on here. If you wanted to change the actual grip, you could use a rifle style. Like this is a rifle grip. I could put any other grip on it. It works. If I wanted a more vertical or angled. But let's talk about all the parts and pieces that make this one unique and why you should consider some of these things for your upgrades. First, we have the grip. This is the Tandemkross grip they have here. It's their own style grip, has some nice curvature, nice cushy texture. Personally, it's not what I like. I like something more vertical. I prefer the Diefrico grips, but this is what they provided. It has a cover here, so if you want to put something inside, like a lot of people have nowadays, you can put something inside the grip. Now, the main thing that I'm happy about, that I love from Tandemkross, is the Manticore X. I met them at GunCon this year, and I really enjoyed the conversation, and I really enjoyed shooting the carbine they had built out. So that's what sold me. I'll show some video here now of that experience. The team there at Tandemkross is awesome, very personal, very easy to talk to, and was very educational in telling me what was possible with their products. The Manticore X is a very unique piece. So let me dive down deeper into what this is and why I think this is probably a must-have if you're looking to upgrade your 1022. So the Manticore X is a pretty unique and special lower. It's got full ambi controls. So you can see here, you've got your ambi trigger safety, and I'll show you on the other side, full ambi trigger safety here. It's got this phenomenally adjustable trigger, very light. You can see the screw there. If you wanted to make an adjustment on the trigger, you certainly can, as far as take up and pre-travel, what works for you. I haven't made any adjustments because I haven't put too many rounds through it, but I really enjoy it. It's got a very wide trigger shoe, so anyone can engage it at any point. Very, very tactile, very, very nice to feel. Nothing rough. It's got some texture on the inside. I don't know if you guys can see that. Got some texturing there. So you do have something to grip onto, but the trigger is also very, very nice. So this right here is our bolt hold open. So basically you pull it back like so. You pull your bolt back, pull this, and it holds your bolt open, right? Or your charging handle open. Very big, very tactile, very easy if you wanted to hold it like this. Very easy to manipulate and manage in your hands. I think it's a really good piece. It's got the nice texturing again. So very easy for an end user to figure out how to run it. And then you have what I think is the coolest piece about this receiver, and it's something I noticed when I was shooting with the folks at Tandemkross, is the mag release. Now, this isn't a feature that you see on many ARs. It's not going to be the same motor skills, as if you're using your practical, normal AR platform. But given that 22s are typically you're brought to new shooters to kind of help them understand firearms, kind of get some of the fear of the recoil and noise, this also helps when it comes to the learning curve. So this mag release is user friendly because it doesn't matter which way you engage it. If I want to engage it with my primary hand like this and pull it, I can do that. If I want to engage it with my thumb or anything on this side, or kick it forward with my finger this way, it'll drop the mags. So we've got our mag loaded, it's empty. I can simply take my finger off the trigger and pull, and it comes out. And just to kind of verify, my finger is not on the mag release and it's staying in place nice and taut. I could also push it forward and drop it. So depending on your preferred method, you could use your pinky under here and drop it, push it forward, whatever works, whatever your preference is. And that's what I loved about the team there, is that they'll teach you how to use their components, but as someone who doesn't know everything or a new shooter, I don't have to. Whatever's my preference. If I'm shooting down range and I want to go like this, it'll work. So I think it's a really, really nice feature. I think some people should consider this as a very big plus and ultimately a very easy learning component when it comes to the lower. So that's the Manticore X. I know I spent a lot of time on it, but it's the main thing you interact with, and it's probably the most important piece out of everything on this one that I've built. Next, we're going to talk about the Game Changer Pro compensator by Tandemkross. Now, 22s are not very violent or loud or anything, but you know me, guys, I love my ports. I love anything that'll help make it even more manageable, more enjoyable to shoot. This compensator does the job. I don't need a suppressor at all, and this fires off rounds and really helps with the noise reduction and recoil, if there was much in a 22. Connected to the comp is the Comet lightweight barrel for the Ruger 22 Charger. So this barrel is phenomenal. It is accurate. It is doing its job for me. It is beautifully done, comes in many different colors, and it is something I think if you're looking for a carbine style build, you might want to check this one out. Very, very nice, feature packed, awesome, awesome piece to the build. Underneath the barrel, we've got the M-LOK 4N, and I gotta say, very, very nice. Allows for M-LOK to be added to the front end. Like I mentioned before, if I wanted to put an angled foregrip, I certainly could. This being such a small piece, I'm not doing that right now, but as I get some more rounds with it, I am seeing how sharp these edges could be because it is squared off. I might want something else instead of wrapping my hands around the barrel. It's not getting hot at all, but one may want to add something here to have an indexing point and also just for comfort. On top here, we've got the Eagle Eye fiber optic sight set from Tandemkross. You see there, that's how we install them. The rear is adjustable. You can see here we can adjust the rear height based off of what we need. See that? We can actually see the sights if we needed to co-witness, which is pretty cool. So a nice riser from Gideon Optics lets us still utilize the iron sights by Tandemkross. On the rear of the build, we have the adapter that comes from Tandemkross. So the Manticore X does support putting on a brace, a holder, or a stock, just your preference of what you want. So this was made available, pretty simple. You just install it through there. It's got a QD point, which is really cool. And then I've got the Strike Industries folding brace. Up top, you guys have seen it all over the video now. This is the Brownells BRN 22 upper receiver. Pretty simple, no frills, supports anything 1022 related. And then we've got the skeletonized charging handle here. Let me do that cool mag drop here, like that. We've got the skeletonized charging handle. I gotta say, it's nice. I don't like how sharp it is in my hands. The curve is cool. It's definitely got BRN 180 feels. I would love to get the new upper receiver from Tandemkross that puts it on this side, And I think it'd be really cool to have that MP5 style charging handle on the left. Plus, I don't want to have to reach under, but I do have a BRN 180, and that does kind of also force me to get used to that style, that motion. So like I mentioned before, 1022 being affordable, if I don't want to shoot my 5.56 223 in my BRN 180, this has the charging on the right like my BRN 180 does. I can practice the mechanics and get used to doing reloads and malfunctions, especially with the way this ammo is going lately, and get really comfortable with utilizing the platform. And then I just take that same skill set to my BRN 180, and I actually might be able to do something decent with that one. I really love this low receiver, guys. It is so comfortable. I don't love this ammo. It's getting jammed up and bent up so freaking easily. It's so annoying. Same for this round. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on with this ammo, but this is doing its job very well, I have to say. This is running. The ammo is just getting stupid. Don't know why, but I might find better ammo. In the comments down below, I'm new to 22. If you have recommendations for 22 ammo, let me know. I got my BRN. That's BRN trainer for me.
So you're having, which way do you do it? Do you come over like this?
I come underneath. Yeah.
Underneath?
Is that the cool way to do it?
That is the cool way to do it. That's how I do the jackal. I put it up here on this side so I can clank clank. Make me feel like I'm in a AK-47. I like this whole little rail setup though.
Yeah, I didn't put a handbrake or anything on it, but you can.
I would. I put like the smaller one that you have.
The Difrico one?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, that seems like it'll be a nice little hook right there.
Yep.
This is nice, bro.
It's cool. Much better, much better. Okay, so thank you Tandemkross for working with me, the Mac Bros, connecting with us at GunCon, getting me set up with all these goodies to make this really awesome, fun build. I'm looking forward to do more training with this as my training tool. I am looking forward to trying out the new upper receiver when it's made available. But until then, we're gonna run with this setup. Eventually you'll see this going to my guy Brett at Artillery to customize it to make it my style, because the color is fine, but it's not my flavor. So if you are interested in anything you saw in today's video, comment down below, go to Tandemkross, let them know I sent you, Jay Weth from the Mac Bros, and try out their stuff. They make all kinds of stuff, not just for carbines, but they make all kinds of stuff for the 1022 platform, and they are highly, highly involved in the scene when it comes to hunting, competing, and just general plinking. So Tandemkross build is done. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.